G'day! It's been too long, man. How you doing?
Still rolling?
Oh yeah, of course, man. It's opening video, of course. Hey everybody, welcome back to another vlog. And we're back with the diving locker. And this time it's with Tess as usual, because she does all these crazy trips. And this time on Tess's bucket list, and by my extension mine, it is a place called Pavilion Lake, which is right behind me. There you go. Lovely waterfall and everything. And this one's really interesting. So for those of you who for those of you who want to know where we are, basically, if you've heard of Whistler, so Vancouver, Whistler, we're further north than that by about 3 hours. We've passed a place called Lillooet, and this is called Marble Canyon and Pavilion Lake. So it's about 5.5 hour drive, so it's been a long day already, and we left at 6:30. And this is a neat little dive, actually. It's going to be 3 different categories. So it's freshwater, obviously, because it's a lake. It's cold water, because we're in Canada. And this is an altitude dive, because we're up in the mountains. So really neat. And the reason we're here, actually, by the way, is in this lake there's these sort of proto-coral called Microbialites. They're like really, really ancient, and we've come to see what they're like, because groups like NASA actually come out here and have studied this, so it's quite a draw. We're going to be doing that later today, so look forward to that. I'm going to get the rest of my stuff together because we're camping. There's my tent. Alright, so small correction. Our lake is, I don't know its name, but it's not Pavilion Lake. Pavilion Lake is through here. And I know you can't see much of it, but it's really big. Oops, sorry. But it's only about 5 minutes up the road. So, yeah, basically there's the map. So we were down there in Marble Canyon, and we've come back up to about here, I think. Anyways, the little dark patches are actually where we're allowed to dive, because again, these microbial lights are a topic of interest for NASA and stuff, so that is restricted in places, but we've got our spot, and I'm gonna guess we go down and through there, because it's a short dive too. Well, hey guys. Yeah, so dives are done. We actually did 2 dives there, but in the end I'm going to put them all together because it's the same site we did twice. The reason we did that is because in dive 1 we split into 2 groups, and our group actually found the Microbialite Structures, and the other group didn't. So when we went as a big group for the second dive, and they got to see it too. Which worked for me because I think I got better shots on the second dive than the first, personally. They're really neat, the microbialites. You gotta be really careful around them because, again, they're a pretty rare thing to find in the world right now because they're ancient. And so if you kick them and break them, you know, you're doing some long-term damage there. So, like me, and like I'd recommend you, if you guys do come and do the trip, see these things, microbialites, definitely be really careful when you're swimming around them. Try not to crash into them. And the other thing I should mention is if you do go in there, one thing to note is the bottom looks solid. It's not. It's at least my arm's length deep of just mush, I guess. Your arm goes right through it, basically. So based on the first dive that happened to me, I went down and I thought I could push myself off the bottom, and my hand went right through it. And it was a bit of a scramble to get myself back out because I was sinking into goopy mud stuff. So that's just one thing you should be aware of. And the other thing is, when you do get into that stuff, it's very silty. It will get kicked up pretty easily, so stay well above it. And try to make sure your fin kicking isn't going to stir it all up. Anyways, I'm pretty tired, actually. I didn't get enough sleep last night, so it's been a long day. That's, you can't tell. We're, as you can see behind me there, we're here and we're all set up for the night. We've had dinner, and
now let's talk to your sister.
we're just reminiscing about other dives we've done in our history. So, this one, yeah, I'd say this is for the amount of effort you have to do to get this to come and do this trip. It's definitely worth it to come see something that's a rare thing to see in nature. Rare and historic, I guess, would be the same thing too. So, I'd recommend you come and have a look at it. Again, it might not be for everyone. You know, there's some people who like animals only, some people like wrecks only. So, some microbialite structures are more or less like coral. Some people that might not appeal to, but if it appeals, I'd say give it a shot. It's worth it. Anyways, I've rambled on long enough, so I'll sign off here. Thanks as always for watching, guys, and I'll see you in the next one, which will probably be just little short dives on the way back in saltwater again. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Bye-bye.